come back tomorrow. You know it's not enough that I can make you laugh. Why try to borrow even more time you never have? It's too late, too late, too late, too late. Slide down the rooftop, slide down the rooftop. It's too late, too late, too late, too late. You'd have to rebuild me from the ground up, from the ground up. There's always something, and I can try to change, but you want something else. Why cut off your wings? You could change the world and I'd still be a mess. It's too late, too late, too late, too late. Slide down the rooftop. Slide.
Welcome, free live tarot readings. I'm Tarot Oracle. I do the live readings every night here at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. How's everybody doing tonight? Welcome, Sailor Moon. It's good to see you. Jamie, good to see you as well. How's everybody doing tonight? Are you ready for Monday? Just another manic Monday tomorrow. It is going to be one of those weeks. I believe it's going to be pretty good, though. I think we got a good week ahead of us. Darcy, McCole, welcome back. How you doing, McCole? Darcy, welcome back as well. Soul, Diane, welcome. Does Trump have the COVID or novid? Ask the Secret Services the motorcade. What? Asking this for the Secret Services. Darcy, I have no idea. CM, welcome. Nadine, welcome. Patricia, welcome as well. How's everybody doing? It's Sunday night. It is Sunday night. So there you go. I'm doing good. Doing great. So we got a new deck. The Dark Goddess Tarot version 2. Version 2. But it doesn't say version 2 in the book. That's what's confusing to me. But, you know, there you go. I get confused easily. So, that's just me. That is just me. Sailor Moon, will I get fund scholarship for my studies in Bering? So excited to see you live. Jamie, thank you for joining me on the live. I appreciate that. All right, fund scholarship for the studies. How will that go? Let's see about that. Sailor, thank you for the question. Let's get a read on that and see what it looks like. Move that into the title bar here, and there we go. All right, we got studies, we got all sorts of stuff. Landstow, welcome. What is going on? Sage Advice Tarot, welcome as well. So this is a new deck, the Dark Goddess Tarot. I'm going to say version 2. I did look through the book live on stream, on the review, and it does not say version 2 anywhere, but it is. So I don't really know what to do. I mean, you know, people throw me off guard when they just don't do. If you do a version 2, you need to denote that in your documentation somewhere. Otherwise, it weirds us Virgos out. Virgos are picky like that. We need the documentation. You know what I mean? What's the difference? Darcy asked. Good question. The first one has bigger borders. The first one does not have the beautiful edging, the gold edging. It also, this second version has nicer titles. On the first one, it's just text, but now it's got a little gold around it and whatnot. So other than that, it looked the same. Now, I don't own the first version, but based upon what I saw on some flip throughs and whatnot, there you go. Yes, Virgos are OCD. It is very true. All right. So now looking for funding. looking for getting some money for the studies and all of that. Seven of Pentacles. It doesn't look like it. It really doesn't look like it. The Six of Earth does look like it. The witch is the queen, I believe. So the Queen of Cups, and then you have I think the Siren. I believe, if I'm remembering right, the Siren is the Knight, right? So Siren is the Knight. So basically, I think that you do, but it's not enough to cover it. In other words, it doesn't really have enough beef, doesn't really have enough money to cover the entire thing. So why do we say this? Well, we have the Six of Earth, which is the Six of Pentacles. Now, obviously, if you go back to just standard tarot, the Six of Pentacles is where you're getting a gift. You're getting a gift. You're getting some free stuff, right? And Sailor Moon, that sort of denotes that maybe you're going to get a little bit of money. So that is a nice little start there. The Six of Pentacles, I'm getting a gift. I'm receiving a gift. Like I talk about in my book, sometimes you don't really know what's the difference between, are you receiving the gift? Are you giving the gift? Obviously, if you're asking a question about, am I going to receive something? Boo Boo, welcome. How are you doing? And baby, welcome as well. Obviously, if you're asking a question about receiving something, then that's going to, denote that you do receive that. Now, we do have the Queen of Cups, which does point to the emotional satisfaction or getting the good news, having a lot of sort of emotion about it. So it's like a relief off of your back where you don't got to worry about it anymore. You have all this good news coming out. Now, the Knight of Wands sort of points to the activity. In other words, there's some follow-up. It's like you don't get everything that you need. So there's not a 100% coverage of what you need, but they do give you some. And we say, why isn't there a 100% coverage? Because of the Seven of Earth, or the Seven of Pentacles. Now, this is the person that is planting the money into the ground and then reaping the rewards later. So it's like activity, saving for later, activity, getting stuff for later, and things like that. Blu-ray and Mino, how are you doing tonight? So in other words, I think that you have a good start. I think that is coming as far as that's concerned, but not everything. So this is sort of an incomplete card. It's not the Nine of Pentacles, which would be a complete card. I got everything. I got satiated. I have everything that I need. It doesn't really look like that. The Seven is I've started it, but I still need some extras to go with it. So there you go. There we go. We got the, got the Dark Goddess Tarot. It's one of those tarots where you got to dig into the book pretty heavily. So you got to sort of know the goddesses and whatnot, which is a high demand, I think, when a tarot just completely redoes everything, because you got to go in, you got to memorize it, and then you got to go and use it enough to, it's like a language, you got to use it enough to where you still remember all of the little details and all the goddesses' names and stuff like that. This just really isn't a tarot I'm going to use on a day-to-day basis, just all the time. So that just kind of, I don't know, that kind of balances out the, I really wish it was more standard tarot, because I'm not really going to memorize all of that and use it all the time. Queen of Abundance, welcome. How are you doing tonight? It's good to see you. Country needs coverage for the study. There you go. Pissed on my channeling the message today. Well, that's not good. Your channeling had some bad news, or like, what's going on? Baby, what's coming towards me? Oh, by the way, if you're new here and you don't know how it goes, there is no list. Donations take priority, then I pick at random. So any donations get read first. And then I'm going to wander across chat like Kane in Kung Fu and try to find something decent to read. All right. So what is decent to read? We got a couple of questions in there. Let's see. Scholarship, friend Kutta. He is new to this. I want to get a general for Kutta. Okay. Anybody else have any questions? Ritz, how are you doing, Ritz? Good to see you. Victoria, welcome back. How are you doing? What will my week be like? What should I focus on? Jamie, that's a good question. Let's do that one. What is going to be a general? We need a general. What? No, we need a forecast. We need a forecast. Do I have a good forecast sound? General reading. Happy birthday, Chief. Fine job, new job. I don't see anything. I don't see anything. All right, we'll do a general forecast. Arshiwana, or Arshi, I have no idea how to pronounce that. Welcome. Thank you for your question. I appreciate your donation. Is this person going to communicate with me again? All right, let's save off Jamie's question. I still want to do that. Still want to do a weekly forecast. Would be kind of fun. In the meantime, let's do Arcturiana. There you go. I think I got it. The 18th time is the right try. You know what I mean? Oh my God, is this the tarot class guy? Kevin, it is indeed. It is indeed the tarot class dude. The Dude O Tarot class, or the Dude O Tarot Day class. Well, I don't have any class, but I do have classes on YouTube. By the way, if you're new here, this is the Tarot Tower, the Tarot Mega Tower, where we have 70 decks of cards in a tower. If you want one of these yourself, I teach you how to make it on a video, and the video will teach you step by step how to make the tarot tower. So there you go, because that's all you need in life is a tarot tower. If you have one of these, all your problems melt away. All your problems melt away. Kevin, well, it's good to see you. I appreciate you joining a live stream. Kevin, I'm here every single night at 6:30 p.m. Central for for a year now, and for the rest of your life. So unless the power's out, the internet is out, I'm pretty reliable every single day. 6:30, I'm always here. So there you go. If you want to see a couple more lives, if you want to interact, hang out, see some magic, I got some magic as well. So we got some new people in chat. Got some magic. We'll do the money trick. Do a little money trick. See how that goes. All right. So where are we going with this? Will they ever communicate with me again? Is this person going to communicate with me again? Let's see. Well, hopefully they will. This person. I mean, Ace of Wands, that doesn't look good. Page of Swords, that looks okay. The Fool and Emperor. They got a lot of problems. Just sort of, communicating with you. I don't know how this whole thing ended, but it didn't end very well. Apparently, there's some drama outstanding. The drama is still sort of just dripping and fresh in their mind. Ace of Wands points to, I just don't want to take that action. I got all sorts of other things I could be doing. Ace of Wands is sort of the beginning of some action and getting that done. So I just don't want to take that. As well as the Fool, I do not want to go on that journey. Why don't I want to do things? We have two definitive no's. I don't want anything to do with you, apparently. It's a pride thing. You see this from the Emperor. It's just a pride thing. They don't want to do it. It's a pride thing. They want to be strong. They want to be seen as strong. They want to be seen as in control. And if they call you, if they communicate with you, they're not really in that phase, right? The Page of Swords, they're not good with this whole thing. The Page is definitely a beginner. They don't really know what they're doing. They wander into things. General Forcutta, thank you, McCall, for your donation. I appreciate it. They stumble into things. And so if you're looking for this expert of communication that can get through things, that can let their needs be known, that can get all this stuff done, that's just not them. But yeah, you have two negative sort of saying that, no, I really don't want to communicate with you. I don't want to do that just right now. It doesn't eliminate it. It doesn't eliminate it entirely, but it just says maybe not now. You know what I mean? All right. Well, me and N get back together. Queen, thank you for your donation as well. I appreciate that. Let's see, Queen. Let's see if you and N are going to get back together and get all of the good stuff going. Let's put the hearts in here. Let's put the hearts in here. Get some hearts over there. Yeah. Because sometimes we do want to get back together. You know what I mean? Sometimes we do indeed. QE. All right. Are we going to get back? Is it going to be restored? Can we get back to where we were before? You know what I mean? Oh, we do the This Might Hurt Tarot because sometimes indeed, this might hurt. This might hurt. We could have some bad news. We could have some good news. Let's hope for some good news. You know what I mean? It's Sunday night. We got another manic Monday tomorrow. We want some good news on Sunday night. We want some beautiful things happening up in the stream. Just pour the good news out. So when you listen to the stream, you're extremely excited that everything is going to go all right. You don't need to worry about anything. Let's see about it. But it is the This Might Hurt Tarot. So, there you go. All right. See how this is going to go. 8 of Cups that looks terrible. That looks terrible. 8 of Wands, High Priestess, Page of Cups. It doesn't look promising. I had high hopes too. I did the hearts. I had high hopes. And then we get the 8 of Cups. It just looks kind of stinky at this point. I don't know. 8 of Cups ending the whole thing looks pretty bad. I mean, if you're looking to get back together, looking to restore some things, I'd love to see some 2 of Cups, maybe some 3 of Cups, even a 7 of Swords, which sort of indicates that maybe we can get back together. Some movement cards that indicates where we're sort of going, right? And you do have a movement card, the 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands is a very powerful card. It says that we're going to take some action. We're going to get moving. How are we going to get moving? And the card beside it, or sort of the next in line in the story, says the 8 of Cups, of disappointment, abandoning it and getting out, right? Getting out, not getting fully into it, just sort of moving on and not really participating anymore. So if you're looking to get back together again, it just doesn't look like anytime soon. This looks very challenging. Now we need to know why it's very challenging. The truth to the situation seems to be the problem, right? Amanda, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. The truth to the situation. In other words, let's get down to the meat of the situation. How is everything going to go? How are we going to communicate? What are the underlying problems? Can we work this out? It's just difficult to dig through all of that mud and get into the real situation. There's a lot of things sort of clouding the area, or making things a bit more drama, or making things not so nice, right? Jay, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. But the High Priestess reverse is going to be difficult to do, as well as there's a big emotional disconnect, and getting through all of that looks difficult for now. So for now, the 8 of Cups sort of sets the tone for the entire reading there, and says that it could be challenged to get back just right now. All right. Oh, let's see. 34 watching, 11 likes. There you go. Please hit that like and subscribe button. If you like the stream, let YouTube know. Hit the button, and YouTube will think that I'm half decent. And that's all I ask. That's all I ask, is just being half decent would be great. Would be great. That's all I shoot. I have low standards. If I'm half decent, I'm all right. Okay, Tarot in Paradise. Thank you for joining us tonight. I appreciate that. All these new people in chat. We could do the money trick. I've kind of gotten lazy, and that's really the only magic I do on the stream now. But I mean, there you go. All right. We're shopping for the holidays. We need some money. We just don't have any. We got $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, and there's just not a lot. There's not a lot to choose from. And of course, you want to get some new tarot decks, and you can't really get that unless you just magically transform the dollar into 100. It's 20, 40, 60. See, everybody wants to play with the money at this point, and you could if you were here, but you can't because you're not here. But anyway, that is the money trick. I'm also a magician, so you never know what you're going to get on the stream. But yeah, I've gotten kind of lazy, and that's really the only trick I do now. I like it because it's nice and quick. You know what I mean? All right. General for my friend Kutta. Let's see about Kutta and see what Kutta has in store. We'll use my tarot for this one. My own personal tarot deck. By the way, I got about 30 left of the Waterfall Tarot. If you're interested, I got 30 left. And, that's all I got. That's all I got left. I'm not sure if I'll print a version 2 or not, or I'll do any reprints. I'm not sure. Maybe next year, but not this year. That's for sure. Not this year. Yeah. So, might do a Kickstarter with or not the Kickstarter, the other one, Indiegogo or something. I don't know. But anyway, if you want one for the holidays, makes a great gift. I got 10% off right now on my site, and link in the description where you can pick it up. So if you want 10% off, you got to get it by the end of the day. Then the 10% off sale goes away. Hey, that rhymes. I love the Rubik's Cube. Yeah, Paula. Yeah, the Rubik's Cube's kind of fun. I like that. Okay. General Forcada, the devil. There are some influences sort of leaking into the Kata realm. There's some influences leaking in there. One important factor with the devil, and let's be honest with each other. The devil's not bad. As Boo Boo will tell you all the time, the devil is not bad. A little Capricorn love in chat always helps. You know what I mean? A little Capricorn love. So it's not like you're just going to embrace that card and just give it a big hug and a big hug and a kiss or anything. Not like you're just going to approach it and say,
"Oh, baby."
It's one of those cards, though, that does have an influence on the other cards around it. So when we see the devil, what is around it? What is flavoring this particular Capricorn? And in this particular case, it's the Knight of Wands. You know from the videos that Knight of Wands is the fire of fire. It is all about taking action, not hesitating, going forth, and just getting everything done. No hesitations whatsoever, right? So it seems that is not to our advantage, Kutta, Mr. or Ms., Mrs. or whatever, Kutta. It seems that's not to our advantage at this time, Brian. Sabrina and Chloe, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. So basically watch what we do spontaneously. That's not going to serve us very well. A lot of times you get into a situation where you just have some problems doing the spontaneous thing. Let's plan it out a little bit. Let's think it over. What is it? The measure twice and cut once, right? When you're doing the lumber yard or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, but measure twice, cut once. Let's get the plans in action. Spontaneous doesn't fit you in the current thing as well. All right. There are some things that you sort of need to read up on, study, get to learn as well. The High Priestess is all about not only intuition. We have 2 intuition cards right next to each other. So using your intuition could be interesting here, but definitely don't rely on it. Maybe we're leaning too much towards intuition sometimes, trying to figure out as we go instead of doing some heavy research. Heavy research is all about the High Priestess as well. Do we got a good focus here? Oh, look at that tight focus. All right, that's good focus. So yeah, we got the we got the little too heavy on the intuition, a little too heavy on winging it sometimes. It's not really going to serve us well. Not really going to serve us well because the High Priestess says that we have this Torah, we have the book, we have the scroll. Let's research some stuff as well. Figure out what would be the good plan of action as we come into that. I think that will serve you well for that. Chaya, welcome. What is going on? Productive this week. All right. So Amanda, will Ace reach out to me before his birthday? Let's see about that. We got a birthday coming up. Are they going to reach out before or after, or what's going on with all of that? All right, Amanda, let's get you a reading in the queue here. By the way, if you still haven't gotten that, Paula, that is amazing. Everybody has that overseas. That is confusing why you don't have that. What was I going to say? I don't know what I was going to say. Before the birthday this week. All right, let's do AP. Will Ace reach out to me before the birthday? Do I have the birthday sound still? Before the birthday. Well, let's see about that. Let's get another deck of cards for a birthday. We did the This Might Hurt Tarot. We did this. We could do the Gregory Scott. Would be all right. I do enjoy me some Gregory Scott Tarot. There we go. Gregory Scott Tarot. You know, I said this weekend I was going to go watch that long video where he explains every card, but I just haven't. I just have not done that. Why? because I have been playing Pokemon Sword, and I'm kind of burning out on it though. It's so repetitive. It's so repetitive, man. I can't, I don't think I'm going to be able to finish this game. It's way too much. It's too much. You know what I mean? Moon and Aries, welcome. How are you doing? Thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. By the way, in case you wonder where you're at in the queue, we are at Amanda right now. And then we do Jay, Sabrina, Chloe, and Moon in Aries. Thank you all for being here tonight. This is really exciting. This is very exciting. Can't wait to do tarot at night. I always get all excited before the stream starts, you know, because I'm a dork. All right. Will they do it before the birthday? Will they reach out? What are we sort of looking for here? A reaching out definitely has a smell of a sword card. You know what I mean? It has an action card. Maybe we'll have an action. Maybe we'll have some people doing some action, some people doing movement cards would be great too. Anything's in swords would be great. So let's see kind of what we have. The Two of Swords and the Three of Wands. Now the Three of Wands into the Two of Swords, or this odd combo here, going from a 3 into a 2 sort of has this ace feel. And I do think that we have some good stuff going for that. Boo Boo, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. But yeah, the Two of Swords says that, yeah, we're going to reach out. I think we're going to reach out and contact you. Now, before the birthday, there's a little bit of a separation here. This is an interesting interpretation of the 5, isn't it? There's a little bit of separation between them and you. And reaching out before a birthday, I wouldn't expect to see the Wheel nor a sad card like the 5 of Pentacles. You see this defined barrier here. They're going to go on and do the day-to-day routine, day-to-day life. What comes around goes around. The barrier is like that. They will reach out, but will it be before the birthday? I don't really think so. The Three of Wands says we're looking out into the distance. We're trying to figure what's there. We're trying to make plans. We're trying to determine this. So I think they have a planned delay for that, a delay on purpose that where they do not get before the birthday. So there you go. I think they do reach out, but it's sort of after the birthday and all of that stuff. By the way, we got a lot of people asking if you can be on the list. There is no list. There is no list. Zero list. Donations take priority, and we have 6. And then I pick at random. So if your question is interesting, I find it fascinating, I might get to it. Otherwise, we're just going to do donations until we run out, and then we're going to just wander around and find some questions. All right. But there is no pending list. So if you're waiting, you think you're on the list, you were incorrect. All right, let's do the manga tarot. Next on the formal list is Jay. By the way, in case you're wondering what the list actually is, we are here on Jay. Next, we do Sabrina, Chloe, Moon, and Boo Boo. So there we go. Tadora, welcome. How are you doing? All right, we got a general for the week. Let's check that out. Let's see, we got a couple of general for the weeks. Let's do Jay's. You need some Thoth truth. Jay is dancing with the devil here with this Thoth thing. I'm just saying, Jay is living on the wild side tonight. That is for sure. All right, Jay, let's get you a manga tarot, one of my favorites, one of my new favorites. I really can't wait to see what else is coming this year. I got 5 decks. No, probably 7 decks before the end of the year. 7 decks, about 7 or 8. And I'm kind of curious if any of them are going to beat these beautiful cards I got right now. Like the manga, the Gregory Scott, the Star Tarot, you know, the Chiro deck. It's going to be rough. It's going to be rough to compete with those. It really is. It really is going to be harsh to compete with some of the great decks that have been out this year. I got to say, this year was much better than last year. Much better than last year, just for quality, graphics, the selection, the amount of tarot coming out that's interesting. I just think it's just amazing. Rebecca, thank you for the like and subscribe. I appreciate that. All right. Let's see. General for the upcoming week, we wanted the Thoth action. And I picked this up. And I picked this up because I'm not really paying attention. You know, picked it up because I'm not really paying attention. It's one of those nights. Sorry about that, Jay. You know, I'm trying to deal with the chat. I'm trying to deal with the cards. I'm trying to do the readings and all that other stuff. Mona, welcome. It is so good to see you, Mona. It's been a few days. It has been a few days. Well, we're no longer on the manga tarot, but we will, you know, it shall return. It shall return. But Jay wanted the harsh living on the wild side Thoth action. By the way, in case you wonder what this is, it's the Thoth. It's the greatest tarot deck ever made. And if I were alive back then when this was released, I mean, I'm just saying the stream would have been totally different. We would have been fascinated with all this stuff. You know what I mean? To Dora, so glad you bought my book. I appreciate that. All right. So let's see where we're going. This week is all about making decisions, but I think you got help. You got some help. You know what I mean? I don't think you're in this alone. I don't think you're wandering out into the woods by yourself with no flashlight. I think that you have some assistance and some help going on, and that is going to be exciting. We have decisions with guidance, guided decisions. Now, it's important to make those because you have some buttholes coming. You have some information. You have some communication with some people that you really don't like all that much. See, Jay, you wanted to live on the wild side. Now you got it. Now you have it. The communications won't go well. It's like a Mercury retrograde action that you have there where you're just getting into the stinky communications and you're talking to people and, you know, and it just seems like they're just really anal or something. You know what I mean? Potty. So you just got to kind of put up with that. But that's going to be part of the week. I think overall it's going to be a pretty good week. I think near the end of the week you have some pretty good news. Not like win the lottery kind of news. Mean girl attacks. It could be a baby cakes. You know, you remember baby cakes? Baby cakes hasn't been back. I don't know what happened to baby cakes, but anyway, baby cakes. It sounds like a stage name. Maybe they're dancing. I don't know. I'm not saying anything. But yeah, I do think the end of the week, you got a little bit of a good news. You got a little bit of a surge of nice news, and it's going to be all right. It is going to be all right. But you got that midweek a-hole that's coming around. You just don't know what they want. Thank you for the time. Career advice. Chloe, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Let's see. What does Neha think of me is their love? There's actually a Neha on the stream, usually on Saturday mornings. You can ask them then. I doubt that's your same Neha, but wouldn't it be weird if it was? I mean, let's admit, wouldn't it be weird if it was? All right. Chloe wants to know, career advice, please. How are we doing? Chloe, are you gainfully employed right now? Chloe, let me know. Chloe. See if we gainfully employed. She may have changed her name again. It could be. She did change her name quite a bit. But yeah, Baby Cakes was the last name. Does sound like a stage name. I don't know. But there we go. Paula, I'm surprised you haven't gotten your deck. I say that because I've shipped decks to every corner of the world so far. And they've all gotten them. So I'm really kind of curious as to what's going on with yours. All right. Let's see about this. Career advice. How is that going to go? How's it going to go? You're not gainfully employed. All right. So sort of looking for something. Two of Swords, Hermit, Knight of Cups, Emperor. Blah. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Knight of Cups. It does say that you have a contact that is sort of coming in. It's sort of not really a new person, but it is a contact that is going to lead you to some opportunities and to some employment, and that's looking pretty good. So Knight of Cups is traditionally Mr. Romance, right? You watch my court card videos. If you haven't, go search for court card videos. I have a playlist. Talks about the Knight of Cups being Mr. Romance, but it also is the bringer of good news. Bringer of good news. So that is going to be important here because that is some person that delivers a piece of good news as far as career goes. The emperor says that you need to take advantage of this, though. You know what I mean? Take advantage, understand the opportunity, understand what type of opportunity it is, and take control over that. The emperor says if you wait for this person to just lead you merrily along into the wasteland of employment, just not going to happen. You know what I mean? So you need to take advantage. You need to take charge. The emperor says that. The hermit says it does feel like that you're abandoned at some point, though. Like the lead that they give you is a little bit confusing. It's not firm. So you're having to dig around. You're having to flush around and find out exactly what's going on. The Two of Swords says you don't have a lot of information, but I think if you keep chasing it, you got a good lead. You got a good opportunity there. So there you go. You got basically an opportunity coming. They sort of vague about it. Get as much information as you can during the first meeting. Very important. Write that down. Get as much information as you can in the first meeting because they're not going to give you much else later. So, and definitely do that. I think the opportunity will arise and then you can chase it and go forward and be merry. Well, your name's not Mary, but you know what I mean. All right. General for the week. Moon in Aries. How's he feeling about me? Does he miss me? Sabrina wants to know, will they ever tell me the truth? Let's do the Thoth again. Sabrina, you want it real, right? Sabrina, you want the real stuff, right? I mean, you want it. You don't care if it's bad news, good news. You want the real details. And that is going to be with the Thoth. Such a harsh tradition of bad news, but the truth comes out with this deck. It's not afraid. It's not a little angel deck where you have the beautiful little sounds where the angels are roaming around and you're all excited. That doesn't exist with the Thoth. That doesn't exist. So let's get to the meat of the matter. Let's find out if they're going to tell you the truth. By the way, entertainment purposes only. Don't go and stab them or something if there's bad news. You got to be. I'm a fat man reading cards on the internet. Let's get real. I'm a fat man reading cards on the internet. So you definitely don't want to just leap into action like the Avengers. If you get bad news. Okay, let's see how we're going to go here. Will they ever tell the truth? We're looking for honesty. We're looking for a lot of stuff. They talk a lot. They let it all out. They won't shut up. They're constantly trying to sell you something. They want to sell you something. You know what I mean? Is that good? Maybe not, because you're saying, will they ever tell the truth? You're inferring that, there's a lot of bullshit coming out of their mouth, apparently. So, I mean, let's go for that. Let's get real with each other. They do get the BS and they shovel it quite well. Have you ever been to Home Depot and you get the snow shovel? You know what I mean? It's like 5 feet across and compared to a regular shovel looks like a little kid's toy. You know what I mean? They get one of those snow shovels and with their BS and they just grab it and just throw it in. All right. You see this with, you just see it. So they do have a good snow shovel sized BS coming about. And, I think that they're trying to please people in the end. They're trying to please people. They really don't. They're really not a person that just wants to let it out. They don't care what you think. They're a pleaser. They want you to be pleased. They want you to be happy. And some of the times when they frame things, Al, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Sometimes when they frame things, they do it in the wrong way. And then they get confused. Coco, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. They get confused about what they said. I think their BS is kind of thick sometimes. Not all the time, but I think sometimes the BS is a bit thick. And they back themselves into a corner. Again, I'm not saying that they purposely come out and do it, but they want to please everybody. In order to do that, sometimes you got to bend the truth a little bit. It's okay. We bent the truth a little bit. But, at the end of the day, they're just trying to make people happy. They're just trying to please people. They're trying to make people happy. They like attention. They like the making people happy, seeing the expression on their face. It's not like bad intentions, but will they ever tell the truth? Of course they will. Do you need to sort of watch them very carefully? Absolutely. You know what I mean? All right. All right, Sabrina, well, good luck with all of that. Good luck with all of that. I hope one day they tell the truth. They tell the truth. That would be great. Okay. Career advice, we did that. Will they ever tell the truth? We did that. How is he feeling about, does he miss me? Oh, Moon in Aries. A Moon in Aries. You're so sweet, they have to miss you. They have to miss you. It's mandatory. It's mandatory. Moon in Aries. That's such a nice sign, too. Moon, MIA, missing in action, or Moon in Aries. How do they feel? Do they love me? I'm telling you now, I get a good feeling on this one. I got a good tingly feeling in my heart about this one. I think it's going to be all right. And let's do a tarot that's going to make it all right. Let's do a tarot that's going to get you just this amazing tingly feeling in your heart as well. You know what I mean? In your heart as well. So there you go. The Aquarius can shovel the BS quite fine. I'm sure they can. I'm sure they can. How they feeling about me? Do they miss me? I'm getting a good feel. I mean, I haven't even put the cards down yet, but I'm getting a good feel. I think it's going to look pretty good. Now I'm going to pull the worst cards in the deck now, aren't I? Now that I said that. It's going to happen. I'll go ahead and admit it. By the way, Playful Heart Tarot. This is a great deck. Oh, the Three of Swords. Yeah, I did it to myself, didn't I? I got all excited, and then we get this. The Page of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords. So I think they do miss you. They do miss you. The Three of Swords is the traditional heartbreak card. They are an Aquarius. Oh my, you got some life ahead of you, don't you? All right. Yeah, the Three of Swords, it's the traditional heartbreak card. It just, it's not the kind of card that you just want to see. I'm just telling you now, it's not the kind of card that you just want to see. But they are heartbroken. They do miss you. They do miss the interactions. They do miss a lot of the good stuff. Now, they do look at you as a bit of a challenge sometimes. You're not like this smooth, easygoing, I'll take anything. I mean, you got some demands. I mean, come on. You got your standards. You got your needs. And you're a bit challenging sometimes, but they do feel heartbroken. The Moon, they do have that connection. They will be calling you again. I think that you can work it out. The Moon with the Page of Pentacles, especially. The Page of Pentacles now, according to my videos, you watched them, is the Rock. The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, where it is the earth of earth. It is the most stable thing in the world. I think they find your relationship that way, and they do miss you, and they do kind of, want to get back sometimes. You got that Three of Swords feel to where you just don't have it's not cheerful anymore. You know what I mean? It's not cheerful anymore. All right, boo-boo, general for the week. A general. You butt heads with the Aries. Well, I think most of us butt heads with the Aries, that's for sure. All right. Let's see. Sunflower Tarot General for the week. What do we want to do for a General for the week? I guess we could do this. No, we'll do the Tarot of the Divine. I like the Tarot of the Divine, as you know. So if you're looking for a $13 deck of cards that is the highest quality possible, Tarot of the Divine will do you good. D, whoa, thank you for your generous donation, D. I appreciate that. Let me know what your question is. D. Are you in chat? Just donated via Square. DI, thank you so much. DI, let me know what your question is. We'll get your reading out here. All right. Then we got Blah, and then we got Coco, and we got Al. Very cool. We got D'Angela, apparently. We got D, and then we got D'Angela. You know what I mean? All right. Let's see what we're going here. How are we going to do this? General for a boo-boo for the week. Nine of Coins into the Emperor. You're going to have to override other people's opinion. You got to take charge. You're going to have to get some people, and you're going to have to slap them around this week and get them to be organized and get them to be the way that you need, the way that you need. You know what I mean? So yeah, you're definitely going to have to do that. And it's almost like a ketchup feel, you know, not like mustard versus ketchup, but it's almost like a ketchup feel to where you're going to have to get back into some normalcy from things that may not be normal. So they're not going to like it, you know, they're not going to like it. Maybe somebody's cheating on the diet kind of feel. Al, I did get your question. Al, you were in the queue, by the way. We're on Sunflower, and Al, you are after blah. So there you go. Let's see. So, yeah, you're going to have to sort of get them organized. You're going to have to sort of force the issue a little bit. The lover says it's not really going to be that difficult, but you know, you're going to have to do it. Sometimes you just have to go for it and take command. And that's definitely going to be your week for sure. You're going to have to take command of it, take charge and get her done, as we say in Texas, you know, as we say in Texas. That card is not going to stay there. The Tarot Tower is giving me some problems over here. All right. Sun and I, blah, wants to know. The Sun and I, how do we do with the pastures? Is the pastures going to be a thing? You know, let me get some water. Yeah, you get to hear me swallow. Oh, I'm sure that's going to be a fun joke. Maybe somebody will make a meme. Let's do the, no, I don't want to do that. That's too negative. Let's do the little prince. I mean, anytime, you know, we got the little prince. It's so cute. Jay, thank you for your donation. Vors has a pretty serious question over here. All right. So, Vors, you're depressed. Well, I'm not sure watching this stream will make you feel any better. You know what I mean? Not sure watching the stream will make you feel any better, but, well, there you go. All right. So depression. All right. We can do that. We got you in the queue. Okay. Good pastures. Good things are coming. Let's do the little prince and do it there. Nicholas, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. I like your avatar there. That's what she said. Indeed. Do it right the first time. Ritesh, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Ritesh, let me know what your question is. All right, let's see if we're going to do this. The next pastors or the future pastors of this. Six of Cups is very fitting for this. Six of Cups is all about having that connection, going the journey together. And that's sort of where you want, right? That's the sort of thing that you want. Going the journey together. Six of Cups is that mutual connection, that strong connection that we have. That is going to be fantastic. Two of Pentacles, it's all about making choices in the house. You know, how do you want to decorate it? How do you want to get stuff done? How do you want to, where do you want to go for groceries? You know, the new house is always kind of fun. You know what I mean? Always kind of fun. The Queen of Swords, though, it says that there are some neighbors you want to sort of be aware of, that you might want to minimize your contact with. So if you find one of those neighbors and they're just not in the best mood, and they're just not the kind of neighbor that you just want to, embrace and hug, and, like me, you want to embrace and hug me, but your neighbors might not be as nice as me. So the Queen of Swords is Corella DeVille. I think you have one of those neighbors you definitely want to watch out for. Overall, the Knight of Pentacles, it is all about the Knight of Pentacles. It literally is all about having pride in your possessions, right? The Knight of Pentacles. So I do think that it works out. I do think everything is going to be fine as well. Anyway, Ritesh, let me know what your question is. I appreciate your donation. Get you in the queue there. Get you in the queue. Get some queue action going. All right, Al. What does my crush think of me? Oh, you got a crush. Oh, that's so sweet. Get you some hearts out here. Get some hearts out for Al. You can call me Al, just like the, who is that made that song? All right. Crush. X, think of me. So is this Charles Xavier? Is that who you have the crush on? Could be. It could be. So let's do a crush reading, and let's crush the crush reading with this one, with everybody's favorite, the Spacious Tarot. Is I love the Spacious Tarot. I do love the Spacious Tarot in your house. Blah. Good luck with your house. Good luck with that. Post that on Instagram so we can all see it, That's the thing. I'm kind of curious if I should just delete my, if I should lock down or delete my Discord because I never join it. And if I wanted to see pictures, I just watch somebody's Instagram. So it's not like Discord is doing me any good. It's not like people hang out on the Discord. I'm never there. So it's not like a hangout place. I don't know. Maybe I'll delete it. You don't know. All right. So let's figure out this. What does the crush think of me? High Priestess, 10 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups. I think that you're all right. I think they think you're all right. Does that make sense? They like you. They like you. Do they love you? Do we have any love cards? Do we have any 2 of Cups? The passionate 10 of Cups. The lovers. Do we have anything like that? No. We don't. Yeah, we don't even have a Knight of Cups. We're kind of begging for mercy here with these particular cards, right? So if you're looking for them to just run up to you and say, "I love you," you may be challenged. You may be challenged. So obviously entertainment purposes only, but you may be. I don't see any of those cards, and I do think that we should have had some of those cards, but I just don't see it. Now, what do we see? We see the 6 of Cups, which is I'm kind of a friend or, a sort of somebody that I know. They sort of know of you. They would like to get to know you if you would. But the sort of the 10 of Wands says maybe you're unapproachable or maybe they're hesitant to approach you. Maybe they have other things going on. The 3 of Pentacles says that they're just kind of oblivious to the crush aspect, unless obviously you already told them or something like that. But if you're looking for just this magnificent connection, I just don't see it. I do see one connection, again, with the 6 of Cups, which is a pretty light, pretty casual connection. It's not like this thick, beautiful love, this thick, beautiful love that you sort of need in the answer to this. 3 of Pentacles says, again, they're distracted or they have other stuff going on or they're just not sort of focused on you. And that's kind of where you want to be, right? If you do have a crush, you want them to focus on you, obviously. You want them to be with you. You want them to like you. You want them to approach you. You want them to take that initiative. And you don't even see any of those cards as well. You see the High Priestess. They have some secrets. They have other things going on. You see the 10 of Wands. It doesn't look like something they just want to pursue at this time. 3 of Pentacles, they're distracted. 6 of Cups, they know of you. They know of you. They think you're all right. But again, the really passionate, beautiful cards, the really passionate, beautiful cards are just not there.
Music to make love to.
So let's go on to the next one. I've never heard of Discord. Well, that's the other problem. There's a lot of people that just don't know about Discord. I just don't know what it is. You got to install another application on your stupid phone. You know what I mean? I don't know. D, what do you see next term? Wrong term of relationship. Let's do that. Let's find out how that is going to go. Carrot Girl, welcome back. How are you doing? Carrot Top Girl. Okay, let's do this one. By the way, this is my tarot tower. If you're new, if you want to build one of these, you can do it for $20. You can do it for $20. Obviously, tarot deck's not included, but there is that. All right. D wants to know, what do we got coming in terms of a long-term romantic relationship? That's pretty specific, too. I like that. Pretty specific because you sort of need to be in something like that. You're going to need some good news cards and all of that. So let's see what we got as far as long-term goes. Figure it out. Discord is confusing. I mean, it is. It is. Sometimes it's just not intuitive. It's like, what am I supposed to be doing? What room should I be in? If I post a picture, will anybody ever read it? And that's the other problem. It's such low traffic there's no traffic going into my Discord because I never advertised it because I'm never there. If I was there like 24/7, there'd be a lot more traffic, but it's not. Anyway, too many problems. Too many things going on. Anyway, D, what do you see coming next in terms of long-term love relationship? Seven of Cups, the lovers. Okay, you do have one coming. We have that. We have that because we have the lovers card right here. A lot of interesting cards around it, though. You know what I mean? Ilda, welcome. How are you doing? Chakra, welcome as well. The Seven of Cups. Okay, you get into a weird situation to where you have almost like two opportunities at once. It's only you're dating two different people at once, or you have two opportunities for love at once. You're kind of wondering where to go, right? You have this decision to be made, the Seven of Cups. Right before it is the Four of Wands. It's like I'm celebrating. There's a lot of good news. There's a lot of cool things coming about. With the Four of Wands is the home card, the stability card. So you have this opportunity at a stable relationship, but it's almost like there's two at once. You're like, it's been dry as the Sahara Desert for dating lately. Why do I get two at once? When it rains, it pours. It doesn't make any sense. That's sort of where you feel. That's sort of how the situation goes. Four of Wands into the Cups. Now, this person is a fire sign. So they're going to be very sort of upfront. And compared to the other person, they're going to be really obvious which one you sort of want to go for. You want to go for the fire sign. You want to go for the person that's upfront, the person that knows how to communicate, knows how to date, and is really good with all of that stuff. The lover says this opportunity will come into fruition. And it's going to be something that's going to be sweet and pleasant. Now, the person is not divorced from their ex. They're separated. They've been separated. They're not divorced from their ex. Drama ensues. Drama ensues. You know what I mean? So the Queen of Swords. Now that's Corella DeVille. That's kind of how you feel sometimes with this. You're like, you need to make up your mind. You say you're serious with me. We're moving forward. Things are going well. Why do we need all of this extra drama, extra beef in the relationship that we just don't need? And it gets into this weird situation. Now, the Five of Swords says there's a lot of drama, a lot of conflict from this. You're going to have to sort of deal with that as it comes, but there you go. There you go. You wanted a future relationship? There you go. It comes with free drama. It's like, you buy a steak and it comes with the free side of green beans. You know what I mean? So that's how it goes sometimes. That is how it goes sometimes. Speaking, okay, now we have another, I want to be single. We have another single person. Let's skip that. Let's go to Vor's question. All right. So, this is kind of thing. All right. I have depression, suicidal thoughts for the long term. Okay. So this is kind of a, let's switch gears here and go to Vor's. And then we got Coco, D'Angelo, Nicholas, and JJ. And then we'll be ending after that. All right. So before we start, obviously, if you have suicidal thoughts, if you have depression, you need to see somebody. You need to see a professional about that because you don't want to just be on your own. And you're not on your own. You're never on your own. There are always some people that are there to help. They're willing to help you, talk to you. Most counselors will have a deal for you to where they'll lower the price for you and stuff like that. So definitely see counseling, get medical professional help and all of that stuff. And whatever you see in the reading is entertainment only. Entertainment only. Coco, I never skip anybody. Coco, I got you covered. Coco, you're good. You are good. You are good. All right. So again, entertainment purposes only. I'm just a tarot reader. I'm not I'm not going to work you through your depression or anything like that. So anyway, so the basic question was, you're having suicidal thoughts. You have some problems. You need to know if it's a curse or if it's my problem, or is it just my problem? So it's a yes or no question. Is this a curse? And for a curse, I would expect to see cards I don't see here. The Fool does, okay. The Fool indicates that we're launching into areas that are not advantageous for us. You know what I mean? We're launching into areas that are not advantageous for us. In other words, taking on too big of a challenge, not taking on any challenges, and then feeling like we don't have any meaning in our life. There is a problem as far as that goes. Blah. I can answer tomorrow when I start the stream, maybe. I mean, but tonight I do need to go. We are gonna reach into the 8 o'clock realm, and there is football. Blah. There is football after the stream. Anyway, the fool says we're reaching an area. That could be a lot of different things. Again, it could be not enough challenges. You don't feel like you're making any difference. You don't feel like you're making an impact in the world and all this other stuff. The Eight of Wands being reversed does sort of hint at that. That means that the activities that we're taking are not advantageous for us. What is your passion? What is your passion? What are you doing to make yourself happy? What are you doing to make a difference? What are you doing at the end of the day to say, hey, this today has been amazing. I have rocked. And this is my destiny. This makes me happy. This fills me with joy and all of this other thing. Blah, thank you for your future donation. All right. But yeah, Blah, let me know what your question is with the donation. So there you go. Question for Ritesh. There you go, Ritesh. All right. Cool. Kaiser, thank you for that Ritesh question. I was asking that earlier and I did not have that. Now I do. Thank you so much, Kaiser. I appreciate that. So basically, you're making choices that are leading you into dead ends or choices that are not optimal for you to do that. So you're asking, is this a curse? I mean, no. What would I be looking for with a curse? There's a lot of horrible cards in the tarot. I'm looking for any of those. You know what I mean? 10 of Swords would really sort of lean into that. 10 of Swords right next to the 3 of Swords, or a lot of the Swords realm sort of leans us into that direction as well. 2 of Swords would be a great curse thing to where you just lost control. 8 of Swords would be fantastic. You lose control as well. And there, maybe a Ace of Pentacles, where something is growing, a seed is coming. You do have some people trying to influence you. Obviously, the Devil or any influence cards like the Queen of Swords, the King of Swords, I would say the Page of Pentacles, maybe somewhat would have that kind of power and that ability. The Page of Wands, if they're absolutely desperate. Again, I'm naming off all these cards and none of them exist. None of them exist. So the answer to your question is no, you don't have a curse. This is something in your head that you need to deal with. We all go through depression. Everybody has thought sometime in their life about suicide. So if you're thinking about suicide, you need to call the suicide hotline. They'll talk to you. They'll get you help. So there you go. But no, you're not cursed. You are not cursed. It is something within you. So there you go. Obviously, entertainment purposes only. So there you go. Coco, I did not skip you. Sorry for the confusion, Coco. Coco, I do skip around a little bit sometimes, but it's never like over 2 people. All right. Single and loving. Single and loving. What is that going to be? All right. The Wecom. The Wecom. There you go. Did I do it? The Wecom? See, Blah. Didn't screw it up today. It's one of those days where I just did not screw it up. Okay. We got the Ritesh question in the queue as well. Ooh, a long distance MBA course. That'd be great. All right. So Coco there's a lot of people that need love. Okay. My recommendation. All right. We got a lot of people in chat asking about love. I think that 2 of you should hook up. Okay. I think that 2, I'm not suggesting any particular 2 people. I'm just saying you're already here. And, I'm thinking, because I'm a practical kind of guy. I like practical solutions. And it just seems like that we got so many people looking for love that maybe we can have a love connection in chat. Maybe have a love connection. 2 of you just sort of volunteer and say, hi, my name is, so-and-so. And I would purposely like
music to make love to.
And it could be a budding relationship. It could be. I think we have some promises. We have some promises here. All right. There is football tonight, so we got to end moderately soon here. All right. So, the football is pretty late. It doesn't start till like 8. Okay, Knight of Wands. Sorry, no. One of those nights. Knight of Wheels, Four of Swords, the Fool, and the Eight of Wheels. I think you have some opportunities coming. Thank you, Lisa, for that hotline number. That's fantastic. Thank you. I appreciate that. I think we have some CM. CM is a glass half empty. CM is the glass half empty kind of person there. All right. So the Fool says that you do have an opportunity coming. The Fool into the Eight of Wheels. Not something that's going to be easy going. It's like a bit of a challenge as far as that goes. It's like, they're not optimal, that you have some opportunities. Again, a bit of a challenge, not an easy street situation at all. The Four of Swords says it sort of asks you the question, what are you doing to get out there? What are you doing to get out there and go? I think that you need some recovery time, possibly from the previous relationship. Why do we say this? Because the Four of Swords is all about resting, relaxation, and taking a break. I mean, that's literally the definition. The definition of the Four of Swords is taking a break. Knight of Wheels says we've been in some drama. We've had a bit of that drama as well. Are we sure that we've recovered from that? Are we in the mood to leap into the next phase? I mean, what exactly do we want to do at this point? The Fool says eventually you will be ready. The Fool says eventually you will get some action. We will be attracting somebody. Will it be perfect? No, it's more like an intermediary relationship, but it'll be all right. But basically, when are you ready to sort of move on? Are you ready to leap back into the fray just yet? Or do you need a little break? Four of Swords says take a little break, reset, enjoy yourself for a while, and then hop back out there. I do think, again, you have an opportunity once you decide to hop back out there. All right, let's see. And we got Ritesh had a question. Advice about an MBA hoping to start in October. Ritesh, that is a great question. They got a long distance course too. That's kind of cool. All right, Ritesh, thanks again, Ritesh, for your donation. I appreciate that. Everybody give me the love on the square. Giving me that square love tonight. I feel the love tonight. You know what I mean? I feel the love tonight. The mind numbing. I don't know. Mona paid a what? Yeah, football. Overpaid a-holes. Okay. But it's something to watch, Mona. It's something to watch. I have been playing Pokemon today, and football's a nice break because Pokemon sure gets repetitive. All right. So, MBA course, it's long distance. Is it going to be worth the money? Page of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, and the Hierophant. Oh, how do you read this? How do you read this? Okay, first off, it's going to be a pain in the ass. Let's throw that out there. First off, this is going to be a pain. There's something complex with it. It's overpriced. There's something complex with it. And you may have Moon in Aries. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Moon in Aries, I may get to your question tomorrow. First thing on the stream at 6:30. We are ending soon. So basically, it's a pain. Make sure that it's an accredited university or an accredited course. In other words, if you put it on your resume, will people laugh? If people see this on your resume and they look at where you got the MBA from and they laugh, that's not good. So you make sure to know it's accredited. We ask this because of the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords says there is some concern, there is some pain within this. Page of Pentacles says that you're going to start paying, and it seems like you never stop paying. The Hierophant says that it's a decent course. I mean, it's decent. It's okay. Six of Wands says maybe not so much in the long run. Maybe not so much in the long run. Again, you need to do some research on this before you cash out the money. You need to do some research before you cash out the cash. That's going to be challenging for you, basically. But yeah, it's pretty good. You need to figure out if they, if it's going to be accredited, if it's going to look decent, if it's going to be all right. Because if it's not, then you're going to have some problems. Obviously, do heavy research before you engage in this. And the money seems to be more than what they're saying. All right. What's coming towards me? D'Angela, thank you for your donation. DM, what is coming towards me? The Hierophant shows up for an education reading. It is nice. That Page of Pentacles, though. That Page of Pentacles, that little pentacles there just says maybe not. Maybe not. Speaking of maybe not, it has been a hot minute since I have done the Edgar Allan Poe. The Edgar Allan Poe. The D didn't deliver the reset button. Mona has a D issue. Mona, hope you don't have any issues with the D. That would be kind of awkward. All right. Let's see what we're going. What is coming towards me? What do we have in the future? What kind of predictions are we coming around? The Tower, that's probably not good. I mean, DM, that's probably not good. That Tower thing as the first question, probably not the best thing as we're sort of coming into that. Right before that is Justice, too. Are you being sued? Are you in some sort of a legal thing? Are you in some sort of a messy issue? Because Justice into the Tower, it's like things are unbalanced, and because they're unbalanced, they sort of fall apart, and we have some big issues. So sort of coming into that, Justice in the Tower is not the best combination. DM, kind of wondering if we have some legal issues, if we have some other sort of serious things that are sort of pending. It looks like those may not go as well as we had hoped. The Knight of Pentacles says, overall, though, I think it works out in the end. The Knight of Pentacles is taking pride in what you currently have, taking pride in your situation, and enjoying sort of the future. So it does look like that it goes bad. We have some stumbling blocks. We have some challenges within there. But overall, at the end, I think you take pride in how everything worked out. The Emperor says you definitely need to be fully involved with it. Don't sit back and let other people just sort of do it. You definitely want to be upfront, involved, and very serious with any situation that comes up that looks like a Tower situation. Tower situations usually are not too advantageous in the long run. So there you go. A shy D, it could be a little D. It could be a little D. They're shy and all of that stuff. All right, last reading of the night. Nicholas wants to know, returned to college after a 2-year break. Nicholas, returned to college after a 2-year break. How will I be safe financially if I finish school? That is an interesting question there. All right, NC. Safe after school, safe financially after school. Will we have enough money? That's pretty poignant. That is pretty poignant because today you do have situations where you can actually get a decent degree and then you just can't find a job, You'll have that in the IT area. It has been seeing that a lot too. So there you go. You get into a situation where you have a decent degree. You have a degree in something and you just can't find the job in the same area. So sometimes it does get a bit challenged. By the way, this is the Slow Tarot. In case you're wondering, the Slow Tarot is available from a museum. You actually have to purchase this thing from a museum. So kind of awkward, but okay, we'll run with it. Anyway, the last reading of the night. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate all of you hanging out with me. And again, I'll be here at 6:30 tomorrow night. If you didn't get your question answered, I will be here again. The 10 of Cups does say yes. The Page of Coins says okay. The 8 of Cups. You got to be careful where you end up, basically. Will you be safe financially? That's hard to say. You want this big safety net. Blah, yes, tomorrow. This is the last question of the night. Blah, thank you for your donation. Moon and Aries, thank you for your donation as well. Appreciate that. We'll get to you tomorrow night, first thing at 6:30 p.m. Okay, it says be careful where you land because you're looking for this blanket that's going to be this comforting, beautiful blanket that's going to wrap around you and and make you feel safe and make you feel nice. And there's not going to be any variations in your job. But the reality is you need to be figure out where you need to land with your job. You need to land in a correct area. You don't want to get into a situation where you're not not say safe. You're not making what you need, because you may get into a job to where you're just going to make a certain salary and it's not going to go up for a while, because we have challenges with this whole presidential thing, with the whole COVID thing, with layoffs. There might be a situation where you get a job, but it's just not paying what you need, and you're hoping that you're going to get a raise, promotion, something like that. And in reality, it just doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. So make sure that where you land, it's going to be a comforting salary for you. The 10 of Cups says you do land in a nice place. 10 of Cups is all about the good news, the happy ending, being emotionally satisfied with what you need. That's going to be a big part of your job as well. So sort of being satisfied, being happy with your job as you're sort of moving into it, right? The people at the job may not be that supportive. You may have sort of a back and forth challenge with that. Page of Coins says you do make money, but it's not a ton. The Page of Coins, would I love to see like an 8 of coins or a Queen of Coins or anything other than the Page? Sure. The Page says I'm not making a huge living. I'm not making a substantial living, but I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right. Now, do you want this guarantee where you won't ever leave? No, because we have a leaving card right here. That says that you want to be careful and not abandon the job. You want to stay at the job that you choose, because that could be where you're going to be at for quite some time, many, many, many years. So land in a place where you're happy. Land in a place where it's going to make enough money. Don't assume they're going to pay you more later. Basically, is what it's saying. And don't get into, any contracting thing to where you're just constantly getting laid off, constantly getting rehired with the whole contracting gig and stuff like that. Anyway, thank all of you for being here tonight.